I want the music to be to share. This music. Where's the music? So I want to be playing on the background. So share. Okay, it's sharing. So yeah. You click auto. That's issue auto. It's playing right now. If you put it on the won't play again. It will take the pictures with my phone. Well, we are running off. Remember, the screen. So, I want when everybody's on the screen, take them like that.
So I don't need any disturbance. Have you seen your face now? They will see. On mute. No, now you mute us. Cut it there. You have seen your face before. Can you hear him? I'm not even confused with the message. Mommy, see what I charged. Can't you leave and come back? Just say you don't know that.
The class is starting in a few minutes time, and hello, doctor. Good morning. I'm not hearing any sound. Hello, doctor. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Um, we're soon going to start off in a short time. We just want to give like some few minutes for more persons to connect before we start. I guess everybody can hear me and just enjoy the music at the background. How are you? They're on already. I'm in the school. People are watching me. You're supposed to be connected. Just click it. Just click that thing I sent to you. Click on that on the group. They are talking. It's not they're hearing. You need to sit there. Close the door.
You know what?
Yeah, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are online. We are on air right now. I want to welcome every participant. I guess everyone can hear the sound of my voice. I can see we have about 9 participants on board. We are so privileged also to have one of our special guest lecturer that will be featuring from on the 1st and on the 2nd of July, and is connecting with us all the way from Colombo, the great country of Sri Lanka, and is no other person than Dr. Acha. He's a medical doctor and is also an acupuncturist. Dr. Acha, how is Colombo today?
Hi, doctor. Yes, it's very sunny here, so
All right.
we are back to work after Corona. So now all the things are coming into normal.
All right. We are glad to have you on board today. Today is the first day of the commencement of our training. Introduction into natural medicine. We want to do introduction into natural medicine. We have a lot of young students who are coming on board today, coming into complementary medicine. And this is the foundation for them. Some of them have been practicing herbal medicine, natural medicine, some a little bit of acupuncture. But today, they are going to get an insight of what it means, complementary medicine, the different aspects. I will be putting them through that. But I know you are coming on board on the 1st and on the 2nd. Maybe you want to share with the students briefly what, in a nutshell, what
I have a small slide, so I'll just share the slide.
Okay.
So these are the things
Okay.
that we will be covering. So on the acupuncture, we'll give an introduction, and then we'll talk about history and importance, and then how about pain management, and then about few other ailments. So these are the things we'll be covering.
All right, great, wonderful. I know that when it comes to the pain management, our practitioners will be so interested because we realize that pain is a major, a challenge to the human being from all ages, whether old, young. Nobody wants to experience pain for a long time. And if you are saying that acupuncture is good in pain management, I guess every one of the students will be so excited to want to hear that part of the lecture because they will be able to, one, use it for themselves and use it for their families, and also use it for their patients as a complementary, approach to treating their patients. We're so happy to have you, and I think all of our students will be so excited. And today we are just about 10, 12, but by first, on the second, I guess the number of students will increase because they'll be excited to join the class. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you very much. Then we'll see you again on first.
On the first, yeah.
At 11:30.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, sir. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, we want to continue the program today. We'll be having also our special, one of our special lecturer joining us. We also have one of our students who has passed through our training. He's supposed to be joining us from the US anytime from now. He's supposed to be joining us from the US anytime from now. We wanted to, as we start this program, have a testimony of somebody who has passed through the four corners of Havila Holistic Medicine Academy and has been able to get, and we wanted to know what has been the impact. And that was supposed to be Josephine, all the way from the US, but I don't think he's with us yet. We are still trying to see. Right now they are asleep. Right now they are asleep. I hope she's been able to wake up from sleep and join us. All right. And we wanted to get a testimony from her so that by the time you go through this program, you will be able to have also a testimony. You're able to have a testimony. You're able to look up to what to expect.
Dr. Joseph, you're muted, I think.
I'm muted. Oh, all right. I'm back. I'm back. You can hear me now. I guess everybody can hear me now. All right. Now, the title of this program is called Doctor of Naturopathy Certificate Course, Basic Certificate Course. We've been running this program for the last 7 years. Havila Holistic Medicine Academy started 2013. 2013, February 6th, 2013, Havila Holistic Medicine Academy started. And the school started because it came up as I saw that most people doing healthcare business, especially those people doing network marketing, trying to distribute one network marketing product or the other, I discovered some percentage among them became very serious to see that this products, these supplements, these herbal remedies they are distributing gives good results. But most of the time, they don't get the result. Why? Because most of them they did not do medicine in school. Most of them, they are, not science students, but they have the zeal to make sure that their herbal remedies give good results. All right. But at the end, you discover that they don't get the result. So what we did here is the inspiration came to be able to create a sound background, for everyone who is interested in natural medicine. Yeah, join us all the way from Ibadan, or your state. Yes, of Nigeria, is one of our prof. And I want to say good morning, Professor Dele Adewoye. How is Ibadan today, sir?
Ibadan is magnificent, team.
Great.
How is everybody on the course?
Yes, we are fine. We are just initiating the program as you came up. Our doctor from Sri Lanka just spoke with us and introduced briefly to us what he will be teaching us on the 1st and on the 2nd of July. All right. And we also expected you earlier, but right now you are here. We want you to, this is our prof, is a senior lecturer, is our patron, all the way from February 6th when we started this institution. He was there for us. and he's still with us, and he's doing wonders. He's a master in medical Qigong. It's an area that you will not be so familiar with. Some of us have not heard that word before. Medical Qigong. It's an Eastern method of alternative medicine where you can get people healed. Maybe he will tell us briefly about himself and what he has for us, because on the program he's supposed to feature on the last day when he will be telling us, because the aspect he handles is actually a higher area in natural medicine. Medical Qigong is a higher dimension when we talk about medical medicine. It is not the human anatomy thing that we are used to, but I tell you, it is fantastic. So he will just, to whet your appetite, I want him to just tell us what he will be giving us when he comes on board. Yeah, welcome, sir.
Good morning, everybody.
Yes, good morning.
So as the Dean said, medical Qigong is one aspect of energy medicine as practiced in China, where you use the breath and your intention and your attention.
Yes, we can get you, sir. Go ahead. Obstructing our meeting, or call that number I place on the group. It's like we can't hear his audio. We can't hear you, sir. Your audio. Okay, I guess it's coming on the audio. Can we hear him? Are we hearing the sound? Oh, great. It's me that's not hearing. Go ahead. All right. I hope we have not lost your audio. I hope we have not lost your audio. Who is this again? Hello, what happened? Give him the key. Always be looking at me, so I will know what is happening. Yes, I'm going to go over. Give him the key. Yeah. Are we back now?
Yes.
Are we back now?
Yes.
Oh, great. Please let nobody call my phone. Let nobody call my line. If you call my line, everybody will be suspended. And we are using my link for this program. Please, I think I will make an arrangement to make sure I have a neutral link so that nobody can call and obstruct our meeting. one of the students is calling and is obstructing the whole meeting. All right. And he just joined in today. All right, please go ahead, sir. Prof, I was not hearing anything before.
Okay.
But
All right.
now,
So I will repeat what I said. I was explaining that medical qigong is something that we can use for the latest challenge in this COVID-19 pandemic.
yes.
With the wave that is coming up now, everybody is panicking that there's going to be a second wave. There are things we can do to prevent this second wave. You see, the beauty of energy medicine is that it's better you prevent rather than wait for it to happen before you now attempt to correct. So there are methodologies that I will introduce on Saturday when I come on. Very simple things that people can do, parts of their body that they can press, and it will activate the resilience. That is the word, the resilience of the body to cope with any form of storm. Because COVID-19, what it causes before it can kill is what is called a cytokine storm. And that cytokine storm leads to sepsis. Sepsis is poisoning. It is that poisoning that kills the people. So there are ways by which you can prevent all these things. So I look forward to revealing this to you on Saturday, on when I come on the last day.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. This is a wonderful opportunity. Every one of us on this particular program are going to enjoy. For the first time, we are having our international, lecturer, a medical doctor, all the way from Sri Lanka, where I studied acupuncture some years ago. And he is with us. He's going to be lecturing, with us in this program. And I tell you, you are blessed. Some students that are doing master's degree are going to also join us on that day, because I'm inviting them for them to come and see their lecturer here. So I want to say you are very blessed. Then two, we have our prof also going to come and teach us some secrets in medical qigong for yourself. Healing is something that you must not play with. In Havila, we have developed this particular saying, and I think you should put it in your mind that if you cannot be the king, desire to become the healer. If you cannot be the king, desire to become the healer. All right? Because if you are the healer, the king will come and seek for your services. Everybody will seek for you, because health is wealth. Health is the first capital. And I think you realize that is why you have paid your money. That's why you have dedicated the time to come and learn. So develop yourself so that you'll be more productive in your engagement. Some of you are just networkers, but now you have decided to move from a hawker or a distributor to become a professional healthcare giver. And that's interesting, right? To become a professional healthcare giver. Today, we are going to proceed. We also have Iman Kejeruku. Iman Kejeruku is one of our lecturers. He is going to also be handling some very important aspects of the training. He's going to handle quantum analysis, and he's going to also handle vital signs, because we'll be going to doing vital signs as we go ahead. Emmanuel, can you just say hi to us? Dr. Emmanuel Kejeruku, are you there? I'm unmuting you, but it's like you have to unmute yourself.
Hi, good morning, everybody.
Yes, good morning.
God bless you all.
Yes.
I want to welcome you specially to this great edition of Avila Holistic Medicine Academy currently going on. Yes. I want to actually tell you that every one of you in this platform, you have a unique opportunity, because in the previous series, none of them have gotten in touch with the international lecturers, and some have not seen Professor Dele Adewoye. But this time, you all are very lucky to have these great men in this platform. I want to wish every one of you a success. And at the end, I know the sky will not be your limit. You will achieve your aim of coming to this program, and you will never regret it. God bless you as we journey on this flight. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We are so glad to have you on board, because I know that it's not easy to get people like Professor Dele. It's not easy to get people, like our international, lecturer all the way from Sri Lanka. It's a wonderful opportunity. And what we did not do, we're going to kick off. We're going to kick off our training. Today, we're doing an introduction into natural medicine. We want to do introduction into natural medicine. Let me call my engineer. Stanley, come, so that we can kick off with the slides. We have some engineers here who help, Okay, slide from the beginning. Okay, so we are going to natural medicine. We are going to do introduction to natural medicine. My name is Dr. I guess most of you already know me. You know about Havila to train we need to get the foundation, and once we have the foundation, we can now go ahead, because everything requires a foundation. Good, I think we are set to go. Can everybody see my slide now? Yes. Okay, if you are seeing the slide, can I see thumb up? Thumb up to make sure you can hear my voice and you can see my slide. Can I get a thumb up from you?
Yes.
Great. All right. Now let everybody make sure that they are muted on the microphone, right? Make sure you mute your microphone. Mute yourself. All right, good, great. Mute yourself so that you will not disturb, or your kids will not disturb us. All right, make sure you are muted. Okay, we go ahead. Now, natural medicine, introduction to natural medicine. Natural medicine falls into a broad spectrum of practices using natural methods. But we're going to first of all look at medical systems, so that we'll know where natural medicine fall into in the international categorization of medicine, okay? Now, World Health Organization classify all medical therapies under 3 categories. The first one is orthodox medicine, which is allopathic, like Dr. Acha. He is a medical doctor, is an MBBS, and is also into alternative medicine, especially in acupuncture, all right? So that is one categorization, which all of you know. Now, the second categorization is the traditional medicine, TM, all right? Now, the third one is called complementary and alternative medicine, CAM. This is the 3 major classification when you talk about medicine, categorized by World Health Organization. Now, medical systems are divided into this for more explanation so that you can understand where you are coming into, because when you say a Doctor of Naturopathy course, where do you fall into? What actually is the area of our jurisdiction, okay? Now, natural medicine is simply a combination of traditional medicine and complementary and alternative medicine, which in Nigeria we call TCAM. So the full word TCAM is traditional, complementary, alternative medicine, okay? Now, there is another terminology that is very popular. Maybe you have heard it before. It's called integrative medicine. Integrative medicine. Integrative medicine is simply the summation of these 3: traditional medicine, complementary and alternative medicine, and Western medicine, all right? So the 3 makes integrative. So integrative means bringing them together to work together in one synergy, all right? Now, holistic medicine, you've heard that term. Our school, Havila, is a school that is focused on holistic. Our name, the name of our school, of our academy is called Havila Holistic Medicine Academy. So what is holistic medicine? Holistic medicine is geared towards addressing the totality of man, soul, body, and spirit. Addressing the totality of man, soul, body, and spirit. The Western medicine don't address these three. The Western medicine stop at only 1/3 of health. The Western medicine only focus on the body. And even when it comes to the body, it focuses on 1/7 of the body, because the body is not just flesh and blood. The body is not just flesh and blood. You will know later on as we progresses, as you join us maybe in our second level of training in energy medicine. All right. So natural medicine is a form of healthcare practice that emphasizes on the diagnostics. First of all, take note of that word. They're all inclusive, emphasizes on the diagnostics. So a diagnosis is part of natural medicine, the prevention of ailments, and also the treatment of disease, as well as methods of achieving optimal health. That means having good health, maintaining good health, through the use of what? Nature's therapeutic methods and substance. Through the use of nature's therapeutic methods and substance. So natural medicine is equals, therefore, traditional medicine and complementary and alternative medicine, which is called TCAM. Now let's look at traditional medicine. Traditional medicine. These terminologies, you must take note of them. That is why you have come to school. So when you say traditional medicine, you must be able to understand what it means when you say traditional medicine. The World Health Organization defines traditional medicine as what? The sum total of the knowledge, skill, and practices based on the theories, beliefs, and experience indigenous different culture, from different indigenous culture, whether explicable or not, used in the maintenance of health as well as in the prevention, diagnosis, improvement, or treatment of physical and mental illness. So did you get the definition for traditional medicine? You must, all those variables are very important. The total knowledge, skill, and practice based on the theories and beliefs and experience, indigenous to different cultures. That means to say, Sri Lanka has their own culture of traditional medicine. In Sri Lanka, please mute yourself, please. This program is on record and we don't want any interferences. Now, take note, every culture has their own. Like Sri Lanka, we had one of our doctors who is a very reputable lecturer in the medicinal alternative. Yes, in the complementary, University of Complementary Alternative Medicine in Sri Lanka. He is a practitioner of a special kind of Sri Lanka traditional medicine where they treat people who have mental disorder. And when we went into that place, there are different modalities, different procedures that are used that are quite foreign to we here in Africa and some other cultures. But when people are taken there with serious mental cases, we discover that after 3 months, after 6 months, those people get cured of serious mental challenges. But this is not the allopathic medicine. It is according to Sri Lanka traditional medicine. They're able to handle those people who have mental disorder. Wonderful. So the World Health Organization said that the World Health Organization, was able to give this definition and also made it available to everyone who is, every culture who has a certain way of treating certain kind of ailment. And they have that beliefs, they have the theories, and when they apply it, it works. Here in Nigeria, we have traditional medicine practitioners, where somebody who has a broken bones, and you take that person to a traditional healer, and when he gets there, what it does is just, while the patient is there, he goes in and he brings a chicken, a live chicken. It breaks the leg of the chicken, right? It breaks the legs of the chicken, and he starts fixing that chicken. When he starts fixing that chicken, as he's fixing that chicken leg, the patient is also getting, the patient that came for treatment is also getting better. All right. So that is a traditional method of treatment. Okay. So traditional medicine falls under the indigenous theories and beliefs of each culture, whether it's explainable. Do you understand? Whether it's explicable or not, whether you understand it or not, but it is a belief system for those people and it is working for them. You know, World Health Organization recognize traditional medicine of every culture. They can go ahead as long as it is able to do diagnosis, prevention, improvement, and treatment of physical and mental illness. All right. So traditional medicine is really according to the culture of the people, according to the culture. Now we have different specialties under traditional medicine. In that category, we have diviners, people who do divination. They find out, why is this woman sick? And sometimes they throw cowries, they throw beads, and they're able to find out, oh, this woman, a man, when you went out, touched your parts of your body that were not supposed to be touched. In some tradition, married women are not supposed to be touched on their hips or on their breast because they are married. That is their tradition. So when they go outside the tradition, oh, something happens. It is their beliefs. So when the diviner, discover that and say that is why you are sick, that is why your husband is sick, somebody has touched you. So what is the solution? Okay, bring one chicken or bring one goat, and they do it, and they do what they need to do, and the person gets well. That is diviners. It's traditional medicine. You don't believe in it. Other person may not believe in it, but it is existing. So we are looking at the whole sum. Traditional medicine, we have diviners, we have traditional birth attendants, those who take care of people. Those days you discover that you don't even go to the hospital to deliver. A woman who is pregnant is heavily, ready for delivery. A traditional birth attendant comes in and they do all the necessary things, and the woman is delivered. There's one case of a woman who always get miscarriage. And what the traditional birth attendant did, from their knowledge, was to make sure they go to the bush and just brought this crawling plant that looks like rope. So they cut it and use the rope to tie around the woman's waist. And I tell you, the pregnancy that used to drop every 3 months did not drop until she delivered on the 9th month, before he removed the rope from his waist. That is traditional birth attendant or birth, fertility control. Okay, we have the herbalist. Now the herbalists, they are not just spiritualists. Herbalists are not spiritualists. Herbalists are people who specialize in the use of herbs. In our school, we have various herbal practitioners. We have Dr. Joel, we have herbalist Joel, we have herbalist Bello. These people are well read. These people are educated in the use of herbs, in the use of natural herbs to treat. Okay, so I want to let you know that not all herbalists, when they say herbalist, it means the person is a voodoo doctor. No. It's somebody that consults the ancestors. No, they use leaves, they use herbs. They are specialists in the use of herbs to treat. Then we have herbal dispensers. These are the people who don't prepare the herbs. They are the people, after the herbalist has prepared the herbs, has diagnosed the patient and said the patient needs this or that. The herbal dispensers put them together and dispense. So just like the nurse to the doctor. So the nurse, is the one that attends to the patient. So they're able to dispense the herbs, right? We have bone setters, traditional bone setters, people who get accidents. Those days when Okada is still around the corner, but most major cities, we don't have Okada. Those days when it was not controlled, we have so much every day on a daily basis, high number of accident victims that have broken bones. And most of the time, these bone setters, they set the bones that are broken, fix them into position, and wrap them with some herbal preparations. And those bones get into place and they go back normal again. One of our students, a graduate, Bello is an example. He had ancestors some long time ago, but today when he's walking, you won't know that he had fracture, serious fracture, but he was helped by bone setters. Actually, no one single medical, specialist can do all. We are all specialists in our own different fields. All right, we are all specialists in our own different fields. So we have the traditional masseurs, those people who massage, traditional masseurs. They massage, and I tell you, by the time they finish massaging, pains disappear, circulation improves. We have also the traditional psychiatrists. Yes, that is where actually in Sri Lanka we went. They had a very good traditional psychiatrist hospital, in Sri Lanka, and it's able to handle most, psychiatric disorders. We have also traditional pediatricians. These are traditional healthcare providers, who takes care of children ailments. Their children have their own peculiar ailments, and children, because of their age, because sometimes to even find the vein is difficult. Sometimes because to even ask them where is paining you, it's difficult for them to tell you where is paining you. But because these people have been trained, traditional pediatricians, they know what exactly to do. They know from the symptom, from the age, from the experience, what to do when it comes to children's ailments. All right, so that is that. Now, the regulation that controls traditional medicine, each of the practices has regulation. Now, in traditional medicine in Nigeria, now we're talking about Nigeria, there's a regulation. Please mute yourself. Now, there's a regulation. In 1994, all state health ministries were mandated to set up boards of traditional medicine in order to enhance the contribution of traditional medicine to the nation's official healthcare delivery system. All right, so it was mandated. It was, but not all has been able to do it. But we have traditional medicine board in Lagos. We have traditional medicine board in Ogun State. We have traditional medicine board in Delta State. We have traditional medicine board in somewhere in some northern states. But there are few out of the nation. We have about 9 that have traditional medicine board. All right. The bill for the establishment of Traditional Medicine Council is yet to be passed by the National Assembly. It's yet to be passed. It's not passed yet. So we are still waiting, and we are growing. So the TCAM is growing in Nigeria, and so in some other countries. But we are focusing here in Nigeria because we are mainly Nigerians, people on this call. Okay. So we have this. A slide is just rotating. Okay. Now, complementary and alternative medicine CAM are natural and healing modalities. We are talking about traditional medicine. Now we are coming to CAM. CAM means complementary alternative medicine. CAM. Now, they are natural healing modalities that complement Western medicine, and which in most instances can be used as alternative treatments to conventional medicine. Take note of that word. They are natural healing modalities. That's what that can be used to complement Western medicine. That means to say you can use most complementary alternative medicine CAM modalities. They are like adjuvants. You can use them as an adjuvant. Most of the time, you may not use them as a standalone method for treatment. You can use them alongside. That means to say, if you have a patient who is already seeing his doctor on a particular treatment, don't tell him to leave his treatment. Don't tell him to say, stop all you are taking. Somebody on high blood pressure as he comes, because you are not a CAM practitioner, you say, oh, stop your medications. But you are being trained here so that you have a 360-degree understanding of how the human body works. When the patient comes, you're able to understand what is their condition. Because here we'll be doing human anatomy, we'll be doing physiology, we'll be doing biochemistry also. So with all that, you'll be able to have a better understanding of how the human body works, so that when you, as a complementary and alternative healthcare practitioner, comes in to be able to introduce your modality, you're able to practice what I call, an integrated approach. You look at it with an integrative medicine. All right. Now, take note, we complement. You may not tell your patient, stop all you're taking. But some cases, when you discover that the Western medication is killing the patient because of the toxicity, that is where you need to tell the patient to leave off some of those medications and step up your practice. But then, not you as a certificate practitioner. You need to go up, climb up too fast. Now, you need to go up and climb up the ladder so that you will be able to be a certified doctor. You'll be able to be a certified alternative healthcare doctor to be able to stand with a higher authority to say, you can leave that medication. From what I've seen from analysis, the drugs you've been taking has been doing so much harm, all right? So that will give you the power to be able to do that. But now that you are just doing a certificate course, you may not need to do that. You need to consult a higher authority. You need to consult somebody, a practitioner who is more advanced. But take note, complementary medicine is most of the time not a standalone modality. It can be used alongside Western medication, okay? And we go ahead. Now, CAM, regulation in Nigeria. Now in Nigeria, we have a body regulating both medical doctors and the CAM, complementary and alternative medicine practitioner, all right? Now this body that is given the prerogative to do that is called MDCN, Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria. So if you have been practicing medicine, alternative medicine, and you are not licensed, it means one of these days, they can just come and arrest you that you are practicing medicine without license. All right? But MDCN has not been very active, but they have the power to regulate both the medical allopathic practitioner in Nigeria, and they also were given the authority by the law to regulate alternative medicine. Now, their mission is to what? To regulate the practice of medicine, dentistry, and alternative medicine in the most efficient manner that safeguards basic healthcare delivery for Nigerians. Now, MDCN supervises and controls the practice of homeopathy and other forms of alternative medicine, okay, by these acts, CAP M8208, all right? So that is what gives them the power, 2004, that is what gives them the power to do that, to carry out regulation. But things are changing. Things are changing in Nigeria right now. Soon, it will not be the power of Dental Medical Council to regulate alternative medicine. But for now, as we are speaking, the power lies in their hand. Now, branches of CAM, the branches of alternative medicine that are recognized presently by law in Nigeria. By law in Nigeria, there are many, aspects or branches of alternative medicine. But the one in Nigeria recognized by law are 5. Number 1 is homeopathy. Number 2 is naturopathy. Number 3 is osteopathy. Number 4 is chiropractic medicine. Number 5 is acupuncture. So these 5 areas by law is recognized if you are practicing within their orbits. You will know more about all this. Some of us are hearing homeopathy. Is it medicine made at home? Some people think homeopathy is any medicine you make at home is called homeopathy. You'll get to know later on. All right, naturopathy, all right, osteopathy, chiropractic medicine, acupuncture. We'll take them later on. Now, major branches of CAM. These are major branches of CAM. We have naturopathy, we have herbal medicine, we have nutritional medicine, we have color therapy, we have osteopathy, we have homeopathy, we have acupuncture, we have magnetotherapy, magnet therapy, we have reflexology, we have chiropractic medicine. Now, in Nigeria, the Department of Complementary and Alternative Medicine, under the Federal Ministry of Health in Abuja, came into being following the approval by the head of service in a letter, dated 4th of April. That was my birthday. Dated 4th of April, all right, 2018. So that is later that brought them into existence. So TCAM was created in Nigeria, 4th of April, 2018. Take note of that. I may ask you in your question, in your test or in your examination at the end of this program. When was the date TCAM was founded in Nigeria. All right. So it was founded on the 4th of April 2018 under the Federal Ministry of Health, Abuja. Now, the activities of the Traditional Complementary and Alternative Medicine Department commenced fully in July 2018. So it commenced July 2018, but it was enacted 4th of April. Now, what's the vision? The vision is to see the practice of traditional complementary and alternative medicine in Nigeria to become respected modes of treatment. To become what? Respected modes of treatment. Our alternative modes of treatment currently is not respected. It's not respected. That is why even in this COVID-19, when the governor of Oyo State fell ill and he was treated with complementary alternative medicine, and it came out of COVID infection, it came out of the corona infection, nobody want to listen to the method that was used. Nobody want to listen, pay attention to the method that was used, because as we are speaking, complementary alternative medicine practice in Nigeria is still swept under the carpet. Yet, most men and women in the position of authority, they sneak in their backyard and go to practitioners like you, like some of us here and ourselves, and take medications and they get well. But when it comes to official, they don't want to respect the mode of treatment. So this body, TICAN, is created with the vision to make sure that traditional medicine, complementary medicine becomes respected modes of treatment, preserving our cultural heritage with respectable practitioners and providers, delivering quality healthcare to all Nigerians and benefiting from their economic potentials. Yes, benefiting from their economic potentials. Now, the establishment of a situation whereby conventional and traditional complementary and alternative medicine practitioners legally and freely render their services in parallel, but in clear understanding of each other and in close collaboration of all levels of healthcare delivery system, and providing the chance for the patient to make an informed decision. This is the essence. This is the mission, so that we are able to operate just as the allopathic medicine practitioner, giving the full recognition, giving the full rights, giving the full privilege for people to walk up and say, I want traditional medicine attention. I want to be treated using traditional medicine. I want to be treated using complementary medicine approach. They can go to the general hospital, they can go to the Federal Medical Center, they can go to the hospitals and said they want this. And the practitioners who are qualified there will be able to render that services. But as I'm speaking to you right now, we are in shortage of traditional and complementary medicine practitioner in Nigeria. If not shortage at all, we have a lot of people practicing that are not licensed. We have a lot of people practicing who are not educated. We have a lot of people practicing who are not well informed, who are not organized, and they are looked at as quack. And that is why Havila has taken the lead, because before you become an expert in the field, before you become an icon in the field, education, information is paramount. And that is why we have taken the aspect of educating people in alternative medicine as a priority in Havila Holistic Medicine Academy. All right. So by the time this is done, we will have an industry that is flooded with men and women of high dignity, flooded with men and women of high estates who understand the principle of natural medicine in their administration, in their approach. So people will respect you, people will recognize you, the government recognizes you, and we are giving the same accolades as our counterparts. So that is the essence. So it's good for you to know all this, for you that is coming right now. I know some people will say, why are we going to all this? Yet it is very, very important. Mission to create an environment conducive, all right, for the development of traditional complementary medicine for national health system development and economic benefit. So we're not just doing it that everybody will be hiding in this corner. Everybody will be hiding in his village. Everybody will be hiding in his home, trying to do something that he doesn't want people to see what he's doing. No, it becomes a national thing, a national system, right? That is what is going on right now. That is what we are doing right now. It becomes a national system, that it is part of our nation's system. traditional and complementary medicine becomes a part of our national system of medicine, all right? And we start enjoying the economic benefits, and people start enjoying the health benefits that only few people are enjoying, or people are being scared from, you know, the fears, the alibis that said this is traditional, this is spiritism, will be alleviated. People will not know that this is a rightful method of treatment. Briefly, we'll look at some key principles. I know in our studies later on, our nature cure lecturer will be talking about the principles of nature care, the principle of natural medicine. Okay, and that is Alajibelo. We'll be talking about that, you know, as we proceed. But this one just as intro. Now, these 6 principles, you must get them if you want to be a natural medicine practitioner. If you want to be a holistic medicine practitioner, you must be able to adopt these 6 principles. 1, vis medicatris natura. Vis medicatris natura. The healing power of nature. Nature cures, and nature cures permanently. Nature heals, and nature heals permanently. All around us, all around the environment, we are living in an ecosystem that nature has made available to us. And once we tap into it, we have so much healing virtue that can be brought upon individuals that are sick, starting from the herbs, starting from the sun, starting from the soil, starting from, you know, with the water, the water therapies. Nature heals. So that is why it says, vis medicatris natura. So most of the time, once you are in this field of medicine, you must be friend to nature. You must be close to nature. Nature is the best, because man was created and put in the garden, according to the holy book. Man was not created and put in the moon or in the sky or in other, you know, planets. Man was created and put in the garden. In the garden, there was all things natural. Imagine that. And somebody like Methuselah lived to be 969 years, according to the Bible. He was living in nature. The second law or principle that natural, you know, medicine adopts is called Tole Kasan. Tole Kasan. Identify and treat the cause of the ailment. Identify and treat the cause of ailment. Somebody has a headache. He's in serious headache. He has a chronic headache, and you say, oh, take a pain relief, take Panadol, or take anything just to relieve the pain. Does that cure the pain? Is that the root cause of the problem? No. But the Western medicine, because people are not patient enough, they use what we call the backdoor system or the breakneck system, the quick approach. Disconnect the pain, but the cause of the pain is still there, all right? So after taking pain relief, after 4 hours or 6 hours, the pain comes back, indicating that there is a problem that has not been solved. But in natural medicine, we try to look at the cause of the problem. Why is this problem coming? Somebody that is always having typhoid every time, every month typhoid. And by the time you do your analysis, you see the microorganism there, you treat. You see the pathogens there, you treat. And by the time you treat, the patient comes back again and says, this typhoid is still there. You have to look beyond your patient while he's in your clinic. Look to the house where your patient is staying. What water is he taking? What food is he eating? When you look, you follow your patient to the house, in your thoughts, in your diagnostics, in your treatment from your clinic, you will realize that sometimes after treating, it goes back and put the causative factor back again. I did that with my patient. I discovered that he was taking bad water. He was drinking water from the overhead tank, and the overhead tank, the cover is blown off, and right in the water, there is a big bird that is dead in the water and was producing worms. So when the water is finished, they pump again from the borehole, and the dead bird is there and with the worms circulating in the water. And this gentleman goes to his tap in the house, say, I drink borehole water. I don't drink well water. I don't drink any other water. I drink very good water. And when he drinks the water, the typhoid comes back again. So you see, so we as holistic medicine practitioners, we look to the cause. We try to look to the cause. Why is this thing repeating? Where is this problem coming from? Identify and treat the cause. So premium non-nocere. Now, first, do no harm. That is one principle that is supposed to be even number one when we look at the principle of natural medicine. All right, do your patient no harm. It is very critical. Anything you are giving to your patient, you must make sure that it's something that you have tested. You must make sure that it's something that you have tried. Please mute yourself. All right, it's something that you have tried. It's something that you are sure. Somebody that is, you are giving a medication, and the medication says 1 every night.
It's like some people don't know how to use it.
Please mute yourself. All right. Please mute yourself so that we can go ahead.
Jim, try to unmute. Just mute everyone from your end. Mute everyone from your end.
Okay. I do that and they unmute themselves again. So I've done that. Okay. Now, this principle is very, very important. Do your patient no harm. You must do your patient no harm. You are prescribing a medication and you look at the bottle. You don't look at the bottle and you discover that that bottle expiration date is 2017. Expiration date on that bottle is 2017. And you give that medication to your patient and it does a harm to your patient. You have broken the #1 rule of our practice. You have broken the #1 rule of our practice. Okay? You must do your patient no harm. So it is the onus of doing your patient no harm is residing on you, the natural healthcare practitioner. Take note of that. If you do your patient any harm, you are liable. Okay? Now, docere, number 4. Number 4, docere, the principle of docere. You are the doctor, you are the teacher. We're going to be fast now because we have spent some time above our expected time. Now, docere, doctor is the teacher. You have to teach your patient how they got into the problem they are in. The medical practitioner don't have the time to speak with the patient. The doctor-patient relationship is very sour. The patient comes in and says, yes, what is wrong with you? Yes, it's I have headache. I cannot sleep last night. All right, no problem. All right, I carry a prescription note and start writing and prescribe a medication for the patient. You can go. The patient want to talk, want to say something. So no. Next. Come in. Call in the next person, please. Now, there's no relationship. Why that patient could not sleep last night, it may be something psychomatic, psychological. Maybe the wife slapped him. Maybe the wife refused, to give him, what he's supposed to do. You understand? And now he can't sleep. He's disturbed. Now you just want to give him, medication that are very, very toxic to solve just a psychological problem. A word you have just spoken to that patient and it's okay, you didn't do it. So the first thing we do, we need to teach, we need to speak. We have to get a rapport with our patients by telling them what could be the cause of their problem and what they need to do to prevent the problem from reoccurring. Doing that does not mean that you will not have this as a patient again. You may not have this because the fear is that if I tell this man the cause of his problem and the problem is solved, how will I get more patients? How will I get more, patients to come? No. The whole world of 6 billion of people, I tell you, statistics, World Health Organization says that 50% of the whole world, they are in a sub-health state, while 3/4 of that population are sick. And I tell you, it has increased now with this COVID-19 thing. The number of people that are sick are so plenty compared to the doctors available to treat them. Even the medical doctors are also falling down and dying at the same time. To tell you how serious, how important healthcare providers are, especially in this season that we are in. That's why I say congratulations for you to take this course to learn principles that are very viable, very tenable for your practice, so that you will be more equipped to take care of yourself first and foremost, to take care of your family, your community, and to take care of the world. All right, Dosere, you are a teacher. The first, doctors in the 17th century came up with that they are meant to be teachers. Number 5 principle, holistic healing approach. You must look at your patient holistically. When you are treating the heart, you must look at the kidney. Medical doctors give medications for high blood pressure, but after taking the high blood pressure drug for some time, that high blood pressure drug produces other side effects in the body. The high blood pressure drug is good, it's not bad to maintain the pressure, but as it's taking it, you are a man and you don't have kids, you don't have children, you have a problem of delayed fertility or delayed childbearing. You will discover that you will develop a problem of erectile dysfunction, and ED problem will come up because every high blood pressure drugs or medication produces erectile dysfunction. You can check it, you can Google it, or you can ask any doctor that is close to you. Now, in our natural practice, we look at the patient holistically. If you are giving this medication, what are the side effects? What are the likely things that can happen? So we look at it holistically and we balance it up. You are taking strong antibiotics. What happens to the level of your hemoglobin? It goes down. So you need some natural, tonic for your blood. We give you that alongside. Because while you are treating one, another area could be affected. So you look at your patient holistically. Take note of that. Disease prevention, what? Ideology. So the first thing is to prevent. The first ideology for all of us is to prevent illness. Once we have that in place, I want to let you know that the sky will be your limit, because prevention is better than cure. Now, because of time, we've taken a lot of time. These materials actually will be dropped for every of the students on this call. The time is fast spent, but I'm going to rush. I'm not going to go in through the details, but I will introduce the topic. I will tell you briefly, then we'll go ahead. Now, natural medicine, the major areas, we're going to look at it briefly, so that the essence of this is that so that you will be able to take a decision. So, I think I want to specialize in this area, or I think I want to specialize in that area. It's a window of opportunity for you to come out of the window and look from the window and see the wall of alternative medicine and see the wall of natural medicine. And for you now to take a look, so I think I fall in love with this area. I think I fall in love with that area. All right. Now, naturopathy promotes the use of natural substances and methods to prevent diagnosis, to prevent, diagnose, and treat diseases. Take note of the word disease. It's a state of, of dis-ease. When anybody is not at ease, that person is in the state of disease. All right. When you don't have peace, you cannot sleep. You are restless. It means you are in a state of disease. A state of disease when there is a substance that is inside the system that's not supposed to be there, or there is a deficiency in and is causing a malfunction of an organ or a system. It causes disease. All right. Now, in the body, this takes place in the body. These natural substances and methods include herbs that can be used to reverse them: food, water, fasting, sunlight, massage, exercise, colors. Some people say fasting, yes. Sunlight, yes. Massage, yes. Exercise, yes. All these are employed by naturopaths when it comes to treatment of disease. Now, herbal medicine are the most lucrative form. Herbal medicine is the most lucrative form of of natural medicine. Herbal medicine is also part of natural medicine, all right, of calm. This herbal medicine is not under traditional medicine. Take note of that. There's difference between just herbal medicine and traditional medicine. Though traditional medicine use herbal medicine in their operation, but herbal medicine is part of CAM practice, complementary alternative medicine practice. Now, herbal medicine are the most lucrative form because people just get up, they develop herbs, and those herbs have curative properties, all right? And they generate billions of dollars in revenue. World Health Organization 2008 said that. You can see the pictures of this. Some of you know all that, what is here, right? You know of garlic, you know of aloe vera, you know of the bitter cola, all right? Now we're going forward. This is the issue of medicinal plants to prevent disease and maintain health and cure diseases. So this is the use of medicinal plant to prevent what? Diseases, maintain the health, and cure those who are already sick. Okay? Now, nutritional medicine. So another part in the camp is nutritional medicine. The utilization of foods and food supplements, right? Utilization of food and food supplements to maintain health, prevent and treat disease. Nutrition. Nutrition is not just the food you eat, it is the active ingredients in the food you eat and the action they have on the body. So when we do biochemistry, Dr. Emeka will come up and tell us that by the time you put carbohydrate in the mouth, a bar in the mouth, or beans in the mouth, or meat in your mouth, what is the action that takes place from that mouth until it passes through your anus, onto the waste, comes through your anus, the chemical reactions, the nutrients that are inside, and what is the action that it takes, all right? So you are going to learn that in this course as we proceed, all right? So this aspect is nutritional medicine. Then we have the magnetic therapy. Magnet therapy is also part of natural medicine. Magnet therapy involves the use of permanent magnets to treat disease. Every magnet has two poles. It has the positive pole, which is the south pole, and it has the negative pole, which is the north pole, all right? Now, once these magnets are placed, in water, side by side with water, properly placed, the energy is transmitted into the water. If these magnets are placed also on the head of the person, of people, especially those who have high blood pressure, the one that is called the blue color, the negative, they get where they are relieved of that problem. Effects of magnets on water is wonderful. It clears clogged arteries and improves blood circulation. It improves digestion. It assists proper bowel elimination. It regulates menstrual cycle. It helps to dissolve kidney and bladder stones. All right. It tunes the whole body system. Now, color therapy. Because of time, we're making it fast. There are these aspects we are talking about. By the time you are doing your degree program, from next month we are starting, you are going to go details how to use magnet to treat somebody. I've used magnet for somebody who has a cancer of the breast to reduce the pain and the pain disappear. I didn't know that magnet can do that. All right. So you may not be able to get details on this. This is just introduction so that you know that these things can heal. And I tell you, they do. They really do. Color therapy. Color therapy. Color itself is wonderful. God gave us the rainbow color. Color therapies harness the diverse frequencies. Take note of the word frequencies. Everything operates at the level of energy, frequency, and vibration. Yes, energy, frequency, and vibration. Albert Einstein talked about this energy. All right. Now, diverse frequencies of color, the color rays to effect healing. Each color of the rainbow, called GBIV, red, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. Okay, that's how to remember them. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. And other colors have their therapeutic action. Like the color red makes you to be alert. The color red makes you to be alert and makes you to be awake. While the color blue makes people to be well. That's why when you go to each hospital, you see that the curtains that they use around the windows are blue. Blue is a healing color. Blue calms the nerves. It has that therapeutic use. That's why you don't see people put the red curtains all over everywhere. You know, the red curtain stirs people up, increases blood pressure. So those who are weak, once you give them red color, they seem to, it will help them to gather energy, to be awakened, to be more alert. All right. So color has healing properties. Before you get to know now, so that you start getting ready whether you're going to be a color therapist. But every naturopath must know about color. Some of these things, they are all in the naturopathy. So color therapy was actually was promoted in 1903 by Niels Robeck Finsen, who discovered that red lights can be used to quickly treat smallpox. Red lights can be used to quickly treat smallpox. So those days when that epidemic was there, these days it is a coronavirus epidemic. We have several epidemics that has happened all over the world, but there was one that was called smallpox, epidemic. Everybody was just having smallpox. It was discovered then that when you use red light, come close to the smallpox, the smallpox, they dry up and the immunity of people is increased. So red light has a way of invigorating the immune system. Administration of color. Color therapists administer colors using the following techniques, right? They solarize water. Okay, they solarize the water. Okay, colored rays from electric lamps. Okay, and the what? Color of foods. They use color of food. So you can see some food with their color here. This food have different color. You can see the tomatoes red. You see the carrots. Okay, you see the orange and pineapple yellow, banana yellow. So those ones having the same color, they carry almost the same nutrients. They carry almost the same vitamins. Okay, and minerals. They do similar stuff. So we can eat each day with the rainbow color. Make sure that the fruit you eat has all the rainbow. And sometimes it's very difficult to get all together at the same time, especially in this type of economy we have. But I tell you, if you are able to get all the rainbow colors, you are good to go. The next one is called reflexology. We won't take time here. This is also part of a Chinese method of treatment. It's based on the principle that organs of the body have their own reflex zones in the palms and soles, and stimulating those zones can heal the disease organ. Your heart, your kidney, your lungs are all represented in your arms and the soles of your feet. Homeopathy. Homeopathy is also another one method of CAM, complementary medicine. Is from the word homeos, like, cures like. It was founded by Samuel Hahnemann in 1796. Yes, based on the principle of the doctrine of similibus currenta, like cures like. You get to know that later on. That's the picture of the guy. Now here comes acupuncture. Here comes acupuncture. All right. I won't take much time here because we are going to get the whole gist from our professor, our lecturer from Sri Lanka on the first and second. But take note, acupuncture uses some form of filiform air-like needles. They are not real needles. Some people think it's needles they are injecting into They are like needles, like thread, but just like needles, tiny, to stimulate certain points on the body called acupoints that are located in the body's invisible energy pathway known as the meridians or channel. Take note, the acu, is the needle. Point is the locations where they are inserted they are inserted on. So once you are able to insert the needle in the right point, you have some effects. Effects that comes from acupuncture are as follows. Analgesic effects, they are able to produce homeostatic effects, they are able to produce immune enhancing effects. Acupuncture is able to produce sedative effects. Acupuncture is able to produce anti-inflammatory and anti-allergic effects on the body. They are able to help with motor recovery neurons, especially for those who have stroke or partial paralysis. Okay, osteopathy was developed in this century by Andrew Taylor, still MDDO. Now, homeopathy, simply defines that structure governs function. The structure of the bones, the way they are curved. Some bones are curved, some are straight. Now, the structure governs function, all right? And the function determines the structure. So it's actually a process of manipulating the bones principally to produce a certain cure, a certain effect. Like you can see an osteopath in action, all right? Manipulating the bones, and once the bone is set, healing now comes. But when it is not set, different health challenge come. It is used for lower and upper back pain, neck pain, whiplash, disc injuries, joint pain, arthritis, sports injury, headache and migraine, digestive disorder, menstrual pain and irregularity, menstrual irregularity, sinusitis, asthma, and chest complaints. Now, chiropractic medicine or chiropractic practitioner, a chiropractor, is a practitioner that focuses mainly on the spine. It says that all the spine is where sickness comes from. Daniel David Palmer, 1895, founded this movement. And I tell you, the spine is divided into three major aspects. We have the cervical spine, we have the thoracic spine, and we have the lumbar spine. Now, ailments that are located in the cervical affects the organs that are located around that region. So if you have anything that has to do with your brain, your heart, your lungs, that means the cervical spine is affected. And once it's treated, it's adjusted by the process called sublumination, those ailments will disappear. If the problem, if the spine, the problem is in the thoracic is the middle aspect of the spine. It means that the problem may affect the kidney, may affect the organs that are related to that, the stomach, the bladder, and whatnot. Now, if it is in the lumbar, that means the problem may be reflecting in the reproductive system, all right, in the prostate, yes, in the ovaries in women, all right. So that is what the chiropractic believes. So once those problems, those areas are corrected by certain manipulations, the problems disappear. They can also use some other substances too. This is an example, right? Like this vertebral column now, we have the normal one below, what you see below normal nerve. Then we'll have the vertebrae subluxation, means there's that is the positioning, all right? Now we have the normal nerve, then we have the impinged nerve. Impinged nerve means there is a dislocation or there is a falling. You can see vertebrae subluxation means that particular spine disc is shifted forward. You can see but from the picture it's shifted forward, and because it's shifted forward, the coordination on the spine is impeded. There's no transmission going on in the spine, in the fluid of the spine. So, and that can affect a lot of things, numbness in your hand, numbness in your feet. It can be perpetual chronic headache that does not go no matter the drugs you take, all right? Now, until this vertebral subluxation is corrected, the pain will not go, all right? So that is an area that you must take note of. Condition of chiropractic treatment, those who have back pain, you can go to chiropractor. Degenerative disc disease, golfer's elbow, all right? Those who are playing golf and their elbow go out of position. Headaches, osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, sciatica, and whiplash. Now, calm health evaluation and calm health evaluation techniques. We'll round up in this very fast. As healthcare providers, complementary healthcare providers, natural healthcare providers, what are the methods you use for diagnosis? What are the methods you use to find out what is wrong with your patient? Or your patient comes in and you just start treating them? No, that is a wrong approach. That is not a professional approach. In medicine, the first thing that must be done is that there must be diagnosis before treatment. Take note of that. There must be diagnosis before treatment. But you as a CAM practitioner, as a complementary medicine practitioner, what are the methods that can be used for diagnosis? Number one, we use the vital signs, the regular methods, that is the A, the B, other methods, and C, we have iridology. There are others, but we want to stick with these few ones. Now, regular methods include the vital signs, taking the patient's vital signs, the blood pressure, the signs, the temperature, clinical evaluations. If you tell the patient to lie down, you look at his eyes, you look at his tongues, you do palpitation, all right? Questions and answers, feedback. And you ask the patient, do you feel pain here as I depress this position? You note that if that position on the quadrant on the chest, the lower quadrant, you feel pain there, it must be something that is located in that position. So, but if you are not a good human anatomist, you don't know anything about human anatomy, how will you be able to know by the time you depress the third quadrant of the stomach that, and it has pain there? How will you be able to know that this is the organ that is represented there? Or that is the organ that is present, and this may be likely the problem? Then you can go on to do further investigation by using the quantum analysis. We also use, which our lecturer is going to come on board to teach us as we proceed. NLS means non-linear system of analysis. Some of us already have that. Some of us have the basic one, the small one, but they are in series. We have the 3D NLS, we have the 9D NLS, we have the 17D NLS, we have the onta generator NLS, all right? We also have the synchronometer, that tells you there's a feedback mechanism when you use it, when you put it on organs that are diseased. The noise that is made will be, if the normal noise is it's a tingling sound, by the time you put it on the patient, on that particular organ, it makes dong dong, dong dong, a dull noise. So if you're making that dull noise, it means that that organ that is represented there is sick, all right? So that's what they call the synchronometer. a popular and one of my mentor, Dr. Idla Clark, a German Jew. He wrote a book, The Cure for All Disease. He uses that method and he was able to cure most serious degenerative ailments during a time. All right, so we also have the iridology. Iridology, this is an ancient method used using the iris to diagnose the air problems in the body. People don't know that through your eyes, looking at your eyes, you're able to know what the problem that this person have. What is the problem that is, what is the thing that is causing this problem? Just from the eyes, iris, they look at it and they're able to get that, the problems, you know, that is wrong. So you see the picture of the radiology diagnosis from the iris, all right? And you see where the face is, all right? Where the brain is on top, the brain's on top, on the iris. So on the iris, if there's anything, coloration, anything standing on the top of your eyes, it means that is affecting your brain, right? If it's on the number 2, on the right hand side, anything standing on that face, it means the thing is affecting your eyes. Okay, all right, so this is methods of diagnosis in alternative medicine or complementary alternative medicine. And with that, I think we have run through the introduction course to alternative medicine. We also have this called sclerology. Sclerology is the diagnosis from the sclera, all right, of the eyes. In talking about inside, you know, you look in, right in. So we also use, there's also this method of finding out what is wrong by looking at it. It's another advanced way of finding out what is wrong in the body. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of this particular presentation today. And I have this statement here, says, if you cannot be a king, be the healer. All right? If you cannot be a king, be the healer. We are coming back right now. For those who have a question, you can ask your question. Those who have questions can ask their questions. Well, okay, network. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Are you with me? Minor network problems. We have finally come to an end of the presentation today. I guess it was a lengthy one, but because today is the first day, I went so far. We're supposed to spend just 1 hour. Yes, and I think it's just 3 minutes to 1. We're supposed to have ended the program by 12:30, but we had some introduction from our special lecturers, and I think it's worth it. And you have some few questions on introduction to natural medicine. You can ask your questions. Please don't unmute yourself, but if you want to ask a question, you can send, you just type the message and I see it and I will allow you, either I answer you after reading or I can give you the mic to ask your question. Is anybody having a question? You have typed a question already or something? We're going to take a snap. If your video is off, I want it to be on so that we're able to take a picture of everybody on this call. All right, we want to be able to take a picture of everybody on this call. But if you have a question, let me know. You can unmute yourself and ask. Anybody with a question right now?
I'm showing it.
You're already yelling.
I can see myself. I ask people now to know what to ask. Okay, someone is
Dr. Joseph, your mic is muted.
Yes, I can see everybody's face now. Oloshuku, Madam Teresa, my friend Teresa Konofua. We want to see your face now. I know you are in the US. What of Toby? Dr. Ashau, are you there? We want to see your face. We want to snap a picture now. Abudur Razik or something. Yes, great. Toby, Lori, let's see your face. Great. Salobi, beautiful. Madam Teresa Okonofua, let's see your face. Okay, wonderful, beautiful, great. We'll have a very good picture here. Wonderful. Did you get it, our cameraman? Okay, great. All right, beautiful faces. Now, do you have any question? We are through with the picture now. Do you have any questions so that we can take as we round up? We are far above our time. All right. 1 or 2 questions, please. Our acupuncturist will not go. Maybe somebody may ask a question related to acupuncture too. Because we introduced acupuncture, but we didn't go into any course. Just introduction, that's what we did today. All right. Any question? Anybody? No hand up. So everybody is satisfied? No, there must be a question or a comment. Okay, I will call somebody to ask a question. Okay. Who is asking the question? Wahab, yes, Wahab. I want Wahab to ask question. Tell us where you are from. I've unmuted you. You can speak now.
Okay, I'm by name Busari Abdulwahab.
All right.
I'm from Bida,
Bida.
Niger State.
Okay, Niger
State.
All right.
Niger State, yes, sir.
Okay.
I really want to commend the organizer of this institution. I really appreciate you for this wonderful course. In fact, I cannot even speak my mind. So I really appreciate you. And I believe in a very short time,
Yes.
I'll be up there joining your group.
Great.
Because that is what I want to become a naturopathy doctor.
Great.
That will be recognized in the whole world.
Great.
So it's a very big opportunity for me to be here.
Great.
So, and the next course after this, by the grace of God, I'll put every effort to be part of it. So
Great.
I really appreciate you. Thank you. And I appreciate all the other colleagues that we are here together.
Yes.
I believe that we are going to succeed together. Thank you.
All right.
Once again, I'm Busari.
All right. So thank you for your comments. I'm appointing you as the class governor for this session. Busari.
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
So he is our class governor because he's the one that spoke first. Nobody wanted to speak. So I appoint you as the class governor. All right.
Thank you, sir.
A round of applause for him. He's all the way from Bida, Niger State. I think that is the state they call the power state.
Yes, that's power state.
Niger State is called the power state. So he's giving us the power. Now, Oloshi, Victoria, you want to ask a question or you want to contribute?
Yeah.
I've unmuted you. Speak. The floor is for you. Go ahead.
I noticed that most of us, even when you ask us to mute our call, our audio,
yes.
I discovered that a lot of people didn't mute their audio. And in fact, somebody wants to talk and it's like the husband or who was just talking with her right there. It's really, really
embarrassing.
I don't know. I don't want to say unprofessional because most of us are not professionals. We are just coming into this for the first time. But if you have ever attended school, whether primary, whether secondary or whatever, you discover that the atmosphere of the school is supposed to be quiet, calm, so that the people studying can be receptive to whatever the lecturer is saying. And this course is very, very, it's something that we need so much of attention to give to it. My children, they know that for the past how many days I've been singing it like song. I have lectures between 11:30 to 12:30. No noise, no this, no that. I've been saying it. So it will be good if we let our families know what we are doing and we handle whatever we need to handle before the time of the lectures. And when the lectures start, do yourself a favor, mute it, concentrate. You are going to be handling human life. Sometimes we say a doctor is not very good. The doctor is not good because when his mates were listening in the class, he was playing. He didn't take it serious.
Thank you
so
very
if
much.
we want to be very good doctors that we handle the spirit, soul, and body of people that will come to us, we need to concentrate on what we are doing. We need to focus and we need to have a calm environment. Thank you.
All right, thank you for that advice, Victoria Oluchuku. It's wonderful to have you also on this meeting. I know you are a reverend pastor, so I guess that is why you can teach people, ethics, teach people what they ought to do. We're all adults, so I think it will not repeat itself again. So when you see that, when you are talking, people are hearing, you mute your microphone so that you don't disturb others, all right? So, do you have any questions? Busari has praised the course. I know some of us, it looks very more than expectation what you've gotten today, because some of you are networkers, of course, Kedi Healthcare networkers, and some people just coming in on board. So you didn't know that it's going to be encompassing all this. Yes, it is not small thing though. We are going to become doctors. So you now need to know that you are developing a career from this point. So you remain as your networker, not that you're going to stop networking. Continue your networking because you're going to make money from it. But it's going to put you on a higher pedestal. They won't call you networker again. They will call you a professional person, because every professional, every consultant is looked for by people, because you know things that the general people don't know. All right. So this is just the initiation into the program. I guess every one of you will be so excited. I will drop the materials into your box, but Dr. Jakade, Dr. Asha is with us. Anybody asking who is interested in acupuncture here? Is anybody among us who have interest in acupuncture? Maybe you ask one or two things. Anybody? Anybody with your hands up?
Yes.
Sorry. Okay. Okay. Let me tell somebody. Let me try somebody that has not answered, has not spoken before, so everybody will have a fair share. If you have given the time to speak once, we want to give to other people. So, Mrs. Dinah, yes, you are interested in acupuncture. Do you have any question so that I can ask Dr. Ashat? The floor is yours. I think we can hear you. You can speak. I've muted you, Dinah.
Okay. Good afternoon, Doctor. It's really a nice one to be here. For that acupuncture part, I'm already into, let me say I'm a masseuse in one way because I actually did a preliminary course in physiology in my university days. So I would really want to go into details in massage because there was a time I also run a spa. So it's natural that a spa you do massage for people. So many people come. There was actually a day that a client came with what's it called on his neck, and he said the doctor has asked him to do a massage that concerned the neck. And I was also called one certain time when a man was almost paralyzed and said he was asked to do a lymphatic massage, which with my basic knowledge, I actually did that for like a week before he was flew to South Africa for basic treatment, and really appreciate it. So I would really love to know more on how to handle human parts.
Okay. All right. So thank you very much, Dinah. If I can get your question so that our Dr. Asha will come on. Now, she did physiology and you have it as spa. In our past programs, we have had students who did, who have spas. I have one in Ibadan, wonderful spa, and governor's wife, commissioners, they come to that spa. So what she did now, she did a course in acupuncture to be able to help to manage pain. You know, people go to spa because 75 to 80% reasons because they are stressed up. They are in pain. You cannot sleep. All right. So an acupuncture, as I introduced to you, I have some stuff along that line. That's why this person you talked came in with a collar on the neck because of the problem in the spine, on the cervical region. Now, maybe our Dr. Acha will tell us, can acupuncture take care of people who have problem on the spine or partial paralysis? Maybe Dr.
Yes, Doctor.
Okay.
Yes, Dr. Joseph. I think from ancient days, acupuncture was used for this pain relief. And even now in the Western world, it is scientifically proven that
okay, I think we're losing his audio, but because it's a very far.
Okay. Has a pain we will look into.
Yes.
So, and even in the Western world now, it's scientifically proven that acupuncture has a scientific basis. So, to your question, so for spinal cord problems, so cervical spine problems, lumbar spine problems, acupuncture can be used to relieve pain, so especially for sciatica, for cervical spondylosis. So we'll discuss about few of these things during the lecture.
Okay.
So I'll give you some examples how to do and what points to be used.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you. So, Diana,
and before you go, doctor, there is a client right now that is having he's been diagnosed that he has a lumbar fracture, close to the spine and the waist.
We can't hear you again. Is your microphone on? Not too clear. All right. So maybe we'll leave your question for when he will come on board because the time is running. Time is running. All right. So thank you, Dr. Asha. I guess your answer was perfect. It has been proven scientifically that acupuncture is effective for pain management, sciatica, lumbar spondylosis, and every other challenges that have to do with mobility. All right. So I'm so happy that Dr. Asha is able to spend his time and share with us that is required for us to manage acupuncture. So on the first and on the second, he will be coming on board. So those students that you know that will benefit seriously on this program, they can still pay today. They can still join. It is not late because it's a certificate course and it is about acquiring knowledge, acquiring skills. So I want to tell everybody, congratulations for signing on for our listeners coming on board. We will call the program off now, and the next time we are coming on board is 7:30 in the evening, Nigerian time. 7:30 in the evening, Nigerian time. 7:30 to 8:30. Make sure you make arrangement to make sure you are at home. And we're doing introduction to hydrotherapy. Hydrotherapy, okay? That is an area that is very, very unique. How to use water to treat, how to use water to reverse ailments, all right? So ladies and gentlemen, we are calling out a day. If you have any question, you can send it to the group, drop it in the group, and we'll be dropping some assignments as we go, as we proceed. And this lecture this lecture is very unique. I will be dropping it on the group chat, okay? So wishing you a wonderful afternoon ahead. Yes.
Thank you very much, sir.
Welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Everyone.
Thank you very much.
Sir. We are grateful. Thank you, sir.
Walked upon the sea, raised the dead, reign in majesty, mighty God. Everything we read about you is great. You are great, you are God. Walked upon the sea, raised the dead, reign in majesty, mighty God. Everything written about you is great. You are great. You are great. You are great. You are great.
Salud.
Chizaba. Chizaba na Larola. Chizaba. Chizaba na Larola. I'm asking them election, maybe. Ede she emechizie. Ọka do on. But anyị emechego. But na akụzi egwu. You don't leave meeting. I don't leave meeting. I should get bye-bye. Thank you. Mana aka na anụ egwu ahụ, egwu a na-akụ. Okay, leave. Recording that. I can record even after. You can get piaka. Forgive. Leaving. I've leave. Mana can I connected. Mana manu no si do the phone where just I just punch you. Okay. Okay, shift complete. Cancel.
So great. We worship you, Lord, King of kings and God of gods. Oh, so great you are, doing marvelous things. Everything about you. You are great, yes, you are holy one. Walked upon the sea. Great and majesty, mighty God. Everything written about you is great. You are great, yes, you are holy one. Walked upon the sea.